The Night is Grey is an upcoming point-and-click adventure game, and Let Me In, I'm Cold and There Are Wolves After Me simulator from Whalestork Interactive to be released for the PC and Nintendo Switch sometime in 2022, and I played the demo for it. How'd that go? Pretty good. I had been in the mood for some pointing and clicking, and it's nice to see that there are still creators out there willing to pour a lot of effort and heart into a game like this. Certainly looks like a lot of effort was put into this project, from the panoramic backgrounds and hand-drawn animations. It's very impressive looking, approaching the appearance of an animated feature. I'm always blown away when devs bother to include bespoke animations for very specific moments. There were multiple times where the player character was about to do something, and I thought, well, this sounds like it would be tough to animate, so I bet they'll fudge it somehow, just cut to black for a second or have him turn his back, but no, they really bothered animating him gently removing this little girl from his shoulders or cleaning his glasses with a cloth. Insane. You're crazy for that. The hubris. It will be your downfall. You play as a guy named Graham who emerges from a forest after being chased by wolves. He comes across a house in some remote location that is occupied by a little girl named Hannah, whose mother is missing. The demo depicts the meeting of the two and their plan to reach safety in a nearby village. It doesn't get into the meat of its story, but it still manages to imply a lot of the themes it's probably going to tackle, much of which I have to imagine will be sort of intense. I don't have a great grasp on the setting or the tone the full game will incorporate, but it does seem like an initially simple story that unfolds into something more complicated and possibly spooky. I mean, there is a trigger warning on the store page, which as adventure games go sort of just means, hey, get ready to be bummed out. But thankfully, I'm always ready for that, brother. Abuse allegory? Coping with loss? Let's go. Force that emotion right out of me.
Wow, it's a mirror. Oh no, it's just a garbage can. Oh boy. Suddenly feel like this game is holding up a mirror, and I don't like what I see.
Graham is clearly struggling with depression or just self-loathing, and he feebly tries to make up for it with adventure game tier jokes about his circumstances, going as far as calling that out as his intention, like as long as he keeps goofing on the game, he won't have to self-reflect. The other obvious question that can only have a dark answer, I imagine, is where did this little girl's mother go, and is it even bad that she left? What few details you can glean from this kid suggests a lifestyle that doesn't sound all that healthy for a child. But of course, she's kind of oblivious to that. The way these two play off each other seems to be the core of the narrative from what I can tell, but what do I know? I guess she could just fall into a well in the next scene and never return. I can certainly see how this could be engaging, how one acts as a foil to the other. It's also something I can recognize as a thing people could find adorable, this sort of pseudo father-daughter relationship they quickly build, but I'm too much of a child hater to acknowledge that. Well, hate's a strong word, but not strong enough. I see it happening though. I understand human emotion. The way she marches off to stand guard like she's Ponyo or something. There's a part where you have to get her to help you reach something high on a shelf, and it's cute. The dialogue between the two is believable, and they both really come to life thanks to the high quality and fluid animation. Despite my knee-jerk dislike of her, I'm almost certain I'm gonna be deeply concerned for her safety whenever the fuck this happens.
Yo, this wolf gotta sneeze. What the fuck?
It's looking really good so far, and it features some fun enough light puzzle work that's all rather logical, item-based stuff, just enough to make you feel resourceful. If I had any criticisms, it's that some of the text seems a bit wonky.
They're supposed to keep nightmares away. Is that true? Do wind chimes have a utility other than being annoying? I feel like you're thinking about the 2001 Stephen King novel Dreamcatcher. That's not a joke.
But that's easily fixable, and every now and then Graham just wants to do a specific thing, so you'll select a place to go or something to investigate, and he'll tell you he doesn't want to do that right now, which is upsetting because when I'm playing video games is the one time I feel like I have any control over my life.
I feel like I should be upfront with you and say that's very much all I'm here to do. Most of the reason I play adventure games is so I can invade people's privacy.